I grew up in Richmond, Ohio, which is in eastern Ohio, very small rural community. The closest city really was Pittsburgh, but I really started thinking about dentistry because I wanted to be in the medical field and I wanted to get to know my patients. So I didn't know necessarily dentistry at first, but I wanted to be in medicine, but I wanted to have longer relationships with my patients. And the thing about dentistry that I love is you get to see families grow up, you get to be a part of the community and really feel integrated within the community. So that's why I fell in love with it. I went to The Ohio State University. I finished undergrad in 2008 and dental school in 2012. And since then, I've been doing a lot of study clubs. I've gone through the Midwest Implant Institute and the Dawson Academy to further education since dental school. I started practicing in the rural town of Mechanicsburg, Ohio, which is about 30 miles west of Columbus. I worked as an associate for a year right after graduation, and then I purchased that same practice in 2013. And then in 2015, I purchased my second location, which is in Urbana, Ohio, and since have purchased another building and remodeled it and moved that practice into the new office in Urbana. So between Marta, my partner, and I, we have the two practices in Mechanicsburg and Urbana. So I've been a part of the group for about 4 years now, and the thing that I love about it is getting together with colleagues and friends and collaborating on new and upcoming dentistry. So I'm married to my husband Jason now of 12 years. We have 3 children. Reagan's 10, Avery is 8, and Grant is 6. And we love to be active. The kids, of course, are involved in a lot of sports, but we're excited. This winter we plan on doing a lot of skiing. We live very close to Mad River Mountain, so we spend the winter on the slopes, and it's just great to do as a family and get outside even when the weather's not great. In the summer we do a lot of biking and hiking and playing outside, so just enjoy being with them mostly. Something that I feel like has made me successful is I just keep going even when things get tough or challenging. I find a way to just put one foot in front of the other and end up coming out better for it on the other side. So this is a pretty funny story. I was seeing a patient. I was doing some fillings and I was about ready to get her numb, and if you imagine, she is probably 70 years old, sweet little lady, like the nicest patient in my practice, and I'm about to lay her back. I have topical in and her phone buzzes and she's like, oh wait, one minute. So she gets her phone and she's like, oh, it's my husband, and she clicks on it, and now imagine I'm sitting like right beside her, like shoulder to shoulder, and she holds up her phone and she clicks on it, and it's her husband standing completely naked, full frontal, and she just completely panics. Her phone like flies. It was very awkward, but it was really funny. I love when my kids say, I love you, Mommy. To travel a lot more. I've just gotten to the place in my practice where I feel like I can step away a little bit. We've made a lot of progress getting more profitable so that I don't have to work, 5-6 days a week practically, and doing some traveling. My husband and I like to cycle. We've been doing some trips internationally and within the US where we spend a week on the bike and we just see the sights, and it's just an amazing adventure to do together. I think probably orange. Orange is bright, energetic, pretty fierce, and powerful. Probably something something pretty practical, a truck, an SUV, hauling kids, and not too flashy with the cars.
Not an orange one?
No. I think that something that is very challenging in dentistry in general is leading a team. So we have a big team, we have about 30 team members, and feeling like I'm making the right decisions in leadership, feeling that I am, motivating and really there for my team. I feel like sometimes I second guess myself that I'm making the right decisions in leadership and in leading, not just managing. Anybody can tell somebody what to do, but to get your team to become energized around you and keep the culture of the practice really positive and fun. I feel like that's something that I work on a lot, and it's also one of the most challenging. The most rewarding thing for me is seeing my own team members push themselves, challenge themselves to learn new things, learn new techniques, and just completely master something that they didn't think that they could do. Something that was in this podcast that I was listening to was there is no leadership progress without leadership pain. So forcing yourself to go through the painful times to get to a successful outcome, it's something that you just have to push through, and for me it is challenging, but that's something that I try and do every day.